Is Vladimir Putin sick or even dying? During the past few weeks, Russian media and administration is struggling to prove that Putin is in good health. But why are they actually trying to prove this, given that they think it's the truth? You might have also felt something in the style Putin walks, something suspicious, something odd, something giving a clue about his health. His one arm rests while the other arm waves. Many think this is due to Parkinson's disease. Even people near him have said that Putin's health is deteriorating and he is suffering from some fatal disease. This is where the believer of legit news has some difficulty believing these rumors as facts. Therefore, are these really just rumors? Or is there some speck of truth in them? Is Putin suffering from some deadly disease that Russia doesn't want the world to know about? Some sources go to the extreme and say that, perhaps, Putin can be succeeded by another president since he would no longer be in the political arena. Let's uncover the truth to find out whether Vladimir Putin is sick or even dying. But before we continue, here's the reminder to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to watch more legit news about geopolitics and economics. Let's move toward the video now. Questions about Vladimir Putin's health have been brought into question many times, but Russia has always tried to nip it in the bud. However, the recent invasion of Ukraine has once again given rise to those claims and news about Putin's health. These claims are not just from anyone ordinary, but from Putin's fellow agents and colleagues. After seeing how Putin walks, various body language experts have argued that it might be a sign of Parkinson's disease. This is a disease of the motor neurons, where the brain itself does not work optimally. The messages coming from the brain are not carried properly. Due to this reason, irregular jerks and convulsions can be seen in the patient. In some cases, the parts of the body, like the arm or leg, may stop working. This was the very reason why Vladimir Putin was thought to be a Parkinson's disease patient. His one arm lying at rest while he walks raises many questions. This is where a former KGB member and officer of the 2nd Chief Directorate specializing in counterintelligence, Boris Karpachov, hints toward the possibility of the disease. In his own words, he said that his fellow ex-spy might be suffering from a deadly disease like Parkinson's and numerous other diseases as well. Numerous diseases opens a whole Pandora box and clears the road for the argument makers that Putin's health is, in reality, declining. Karpachov also thinks that Putin might also be suffering from dementia, which is a disease in which the person's memory is no longer sharp. Karpachov said that Putin is, or at least acts, insane and obsessed with paranoid ideas. This is no less than a rare testimony by one of his own men. But this seems too good to be true. Why are his own men revealing top secret things like that, given they should be loyal to Putin? This whole scenario may be a crystal clear reality, or an orchestrated plan to show that Putin is struggling with diseases. Another justification for his walking style came from the body language experts. They say that every KGB member follows a defined protocol to walk. They have a well-defined walking style where one arm is supposed to rest while the other one can be waved. This has been seen in the walking style of all former KGB members as well. However, following the walking style of the KGB and being president of a country is controversial. More news was revealed on a Telegram channel called General VSR, managed by a Russian former Foreign Intelligence Service member. The news said that Vladimir Putin is about to have surgery for cancer soon. During the period when Putin would be in surgery, his position would be assumed by Nikolai Patrushev. Nikolai Patrushev is not an ordinary man, but the security to the Russian National Security Council, a former KGB member and the director of the intelligence agency. You need to know what the unbiased and independent analysts say about the whole situation. They argue that the claim of Putin's deteriorating health by the fellows very near to him is critical. Not every claim from Russia's top leadership can be believed. Even if their claim seems to go against what the Russian media is saying, one might have to go into the depth of the truth. Hence, strategists and experts believe that this might be Putin's plan, to appear weak in the eyes of the world. No doubt he would be underrated even in his own country, where he has plans for the future. Those plans are to use this weakness as a strength. Russia's invasion of Ukraine was an idea entirely backed up by Putin himself. He created a sentiment in the world that he is weak, but then he came back with an invasion. Here, it can be deduced that whenever the rumors of Putin's deteriorating health rise their head, something could happen. This time, analysts think that perhaps a nuclear weapon test or attack may follow up. At this point, being at a distance, one can deduce the possibility that Putin may be pretending all of this. If you look at this from an unbiased perspective, you get a gut instinct that Putin could really be sick. Both of the possibilities are backed up by so many valid arguments that it becomes possible to deduce a conclusion. This is where something crucial happened. An audio recording of one of the oligarchs leaked, who had close ties with Russian administration. In that recording, the oligarch says that Putin is suffering from blood cancer. The audio was recorded without the consent of the oligarch, and when Ukraine's invasion happened, the audio was deliberately leaked. This audio recording can be a legit testimony of Putin's declining health, since the oligarch was close to the Russian government. The statements by this oligarch created distrust in Russia, especially in the Russian elite class, which is mainly oligarchs. The news also sank into the Russian public and even to its intelligence agency. This is the very reason why on March 13th, a top confidential memorandum was sent from FSB to all the regional directors of the FSB. FSB is a Russian domestic security agency, so bringing them into trust was essential. The memorandum told the regional chiefs not to trust the rumors regarding the president's health. However, this backfired, and the FSB officers in turn deduced that the president might be really facing health issues. There were also reports that Putin might have gone through some emergency surgeries against cancer. Also recently, he didn't attend the ice hockey game, which he seldom misses. But something more crucial just came in. Ukraine's military intelligence chief, Major General Kirill Budanov, in his interview with Sky News, said that he has some privileged information about Putin's health. And then he revealed what was expected. He said that his intelligence source says that Putin is in a very bad psychological and physical condition. Also, he said that Putin is very sick and he has cancer and other illnesses as well. This is quite a big claim by Ukraine's military intelligence chief, which shows that Putin might be in a very precarious situation. However, this isn't the first time any country's president is being alleged for having a declining health. Many presidents, especially Russians, have had rumors spread about them before. If Ukraine's military intelligence chief is telling the truth, and has some legit grounds to say this, then perhaps Putin may die soon. But no one can give the verdict about Putin's health and whether he will die or not due to cancer. Since no one can access the medical reports of someone like Putin, nothing can be said at this moment. People around Putin, which are about 10 to 15 in number, might know the reality. The same as we have seen some former KGB members claiming that Putin is sick, we might be seeing these people revealing the reality in the future too. But at this very moment, nothing can be said with certainty. This whole thing may be a crystal clear reality that we cannot see, or an orchestrated plan to appear weak in the eyes of the world. Did you love the video? If yes, then make sure to hit the like button and comment on what you think about Putin's health. Do you think he might be suffering from blood cancer or Parkinson's disease?